Good morning, afternoon, or evening from whenever or wherever you are watching this video from. I am Jack Adamas, back with my weekly football predictions, episode 26, game week 32 in the Premier League. Let's get straight into it. Before we get into this week's video, please do like, share and subscribe. We start game week 32 at Saturday at 12:30. We have Crystal Palace hosting Man City now. Man City did bounce back midweek with a big 4-1 victory against Aston Villa, with Foden bagging himself a hat-trick. Crystal Palace did lose away to Bournemouth. However, they have only lost one of their last 7 home matches. Man City have only kept a clean sheet in one of their last 6 matches, and they haven't kept a clean sheet in their last 9 visits to London. I don't think that'll be the case this time though, as I can see Man City winning here 2-0. To start the 3 o'clock kickoffs on Saturday, we have Aston Villa at home to Brentford. Now, Aston Villa did lose 4-1 midweek to Man City, but they were in the game until that third goal went in. Unfortunately for Aston Villa now, though, if Tottenham do win their game in hand, they will leapfrog them into the top 4. Luckily, though, for Aston Villa, they do host Brentford, who have only won one of their last 11 away matches. Aston Villa, 11 of their last 13 games, has produced a goal in both halves. I reckon come full time, it'll be 12 out of 14 as Aston Villa win here 2-1. Also at 3 o'clock on Saturday, we have Everton at home to Burnley. Now, this is a must-win game for both teams, especially for Everton, though, as they haven't won in the Premier League since mid-December when they won the reverse fixture when they beat Burnley. Burnley, though, they have put a bit of form together recently. They are unbeaten in their last 4 matches, and Everton have lost 9 of their last 14 games at home to newly promoted sides. All figures are pointing to a Burnley win or draw here, but this just seems like deja vu, and this is a time of the season normally when Everton turn it around and claw their way to safety. I am going to go for a 2-0 Everton win in this one. Next up, we have Fulham at home to Newcastle. Now, Fulham were awful in their last game, going 3-0 down at half-time to Nottingham Forest. They ended up losing that game 3-1. Newcastle come to Craven Cottage, winning their last 4 visits here, and Eddie Howe has won 7 of his 8 visits to Craven Cottage. But Fulham this season, they seem to be the team that win against teams they shouldn't and lose against teams that they should win on paper. So for that reason, I'm going to go for a Fulham 2-1 win in this one. Next, we move to Kenilworth Road, where Luton host Bournemouth. Now, Luton come into this, they aren't going down without a fight as they've shown, but they will have revenge on their mind as they went 3-0 up against Bournemouth, but ended up losing 4-3 in the reverse fixture. Bournemouth, though, they found their second win this season, and they are joint top of the form table. In their last 5 matches, they have 4 wins and a draw in that time. Will this be revenge or repeat? I am going to go for revenge, as I reckon Luton will get the better of Bournemouth in this one. I am going to go for another high-scoring game, though, but I'm going for a 3-2 win for Luton. Next, we have Wolves at home to West Ham in a game which really could go either way. Wolves have won 3 of their last 5 home games, though, all by a 1-goal margin, and West Ham have only won 1 of their last 5 away matches. So I do think if anybody does win here, I do think it will be Wolves. However, the last 3 games at the Molineux between these two sides have all been won by a 1-goal margin. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes either way, but I am going for a 1-1 draw in this one. And at 5:30 on Saturday, we have Brighton at home to Arsenal. Now, this is a much trickier game on paper than it looks for Arsenal, as obviously Arsenal are flying at the moment and Brighton's form isn't that great, but they haven't lost in their last 14 games at the Amex. Arsenal did rest players midweek. Will they rest players again here and have the Bayern Munich game in the back of their mind? I don't know, but I am going to go for Arsenal to see this one out in a hard-fought 2-1 victory. Moving on to Sunday, we have game of the weekend at 3:30. It is Manchester United at home to Liverpool. Now, Manchester United let a 3-2 scoreline slip as they lost 4-3 in injury time to Chelsea, which must have destroyed their morale and confidence going into this one. But if they need a team to boost them back up and get their confidence back up, it is Liverpool, as the rivalry is so strong. Liverpool come into this knowing if they win all their games for the rest of the season, they will be crowned champions. They did have a bit of a scare against Sheffield United midweek, but I do think they'll do the same here, as I reckon they'll win 2-1 in a tight-fought game. And at 5:30 on Sunday, we have Sheffield United at home to Chelsea. Now, Sheffield United find themselves 10 points adrift from safety with only 8 games to go, so it is pretty much now or never for them. They didn't play badly, though, against Liverpool midweek, so they will be looking to build on that. Like I already said, Chelsea did win a crazy game against Manchester United last time out, so they will be on a high coming into this one. They are currently on their longest unbeaten streak in the season, Chelsea. They are unbeaten in their last 6 matches. I reckon this will be lucky number 7 with a 3-0 victory. And to round out game week 32 on Sunday at 6 p.m, it is Tottenham at home to Nottingham Forest. Now, Tottenham slipped up in their top 4 race midweek as they drew 1-1 with West Ham in a game that they really could have lost, as West Ham did have the better chances in that one. And Nottingham Forest come into this unbeaten in their last 3 games. They have 2 draws and 1 win in that time, but this is a really big test for them. Tottenham haven't been leading at half-time in their last 7 matches, but I think that changes in this one. This is Nuno Espirito Santos' return to Tottenham since he got sacked. I don't think it'll be happy returns, though, as I reckon Tottenham will win in this one 3-0. And for my extra game this weekend, requested from one of my loyal subscribers, it is 16th vs 23rd in the championship. It is QPR at home to Sheffield Wednesday. There is only 7 points between these two sides with only 6 games to go, so this is a massive game in the relegation battle down in the championship. Sheffield Wednesday have only won 1 of their last 5 games, and QPR have won their last 2 games, both by a 1-goal margin. I reckon that'll be the same in this one, as I can see QPR nicking this one 2-1. Thank you very much if you asked to hear the end of my video. I really do appreciate the love and support I've been getting from you guys. Please do continue to like, share, follow, but most importantly, please do subscribe to that YouTube channel. Have a good weekend, guys, and remember, if you don't shoot, you can't score. Bye, guys. Have a good weekend.